Now this is part 3 of chapter quadratic equation. Now in this lecture we will be discussing about discriminant of quadratic equation. So and then we will discuss the nature of roots of quadratic equation. In the previous lecture we have discussed about the roots of quadratic equation. What is the meaning of roots of quadratic equation? Now in this part we are going to discuss the nature of roots of quadratic equation without finding it. Without solving the quadratic equation, how can we determine the nature of roots of quadratic equation? So today's topic is discriminant of quadratic equation and nature of roots. Now let us consider a general quadratic equation. Ax square. First of all, in this part we will talk about the real number and imaginary number, equal number and different number. So you are knowing the meaning of equal number and different number. Clear? You are knowing the meaning of rational number and irrational number. So mainly I am going to discuss what is the difference between real number and imaginary number. So whole number, complete number. So let me write here so total number in mathematics can be classified into two parts: set of real number and set of imaginary number. Now real number means what? Real number means rational number and irrational number together. Whatever number you have read till class 10, those numbers are called real numbers. That means all the rational number, whole number, integer, even number, odd number, irrational number, all together are called real number. So real number means all together rational number and irrational number. Clear? And these numbers can be plotted on number line. Now what is imaginary number? Which type of numbers are called imaginary number? So square root of negative number. The square root of negative number is called imaginary number. For example, square root of -2, it is an imaginary number. Square root of -1, square root of -half, square root of -0.5. So these are called imaginary numbers. And what is real number? All the rational number and irrational number together are called real number. So what is the difference between these two? See, one important difference between these two numbers is a square of real number is always positive. Whether number is negative or positive, its square will be always positive. But a square of imaginary number is always negative. Clear? Square of real number is always positive. For example, suppose -2 is a real number. So what will be its square? Its square is 4, which is a positive real number. So whatever number you will take, -√2 is a real number, irrational number, so it is a real number. Its square will be +2. So whatever real number you will take, its square is always positive. But in case of imaginary number, you can see a square of imaginary number is always negative. For example, square root -1. It is an imaginary number. We have written a square root of negative number is called imaginary number. So now its square is, so its square will be minus 1. What is the square of square root minus 2? It will be minus 2. So square of imaginary number is always negative, square of real number is always positive. That is the main difference between real number and imaginary number. Now you will read about different operation related to imaginary number in higher classes. So here we are not going to discuss those operations. Only we are going to discuss here which type of numbers are called imaginary numbers. So again I am repeating, a square root of negative number is called imaginary number. Now we can discuss about the discriminant. See, what is discriminant? So let us consider a general quadratic equation, ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0. This is general quadratic equation where a not equal to 0 and a, b, c are all real number. These coefficients are real number. We are discussing here the quadratic equation with real coefficient. In the higher classes you will discuss about the quadratic equation with complex imaginary coefficient also. But here we have taken ABC as real number. Now in the coming videos we will see formula for root. So what is the formula for root of this quadratic equation? Minus b plus minus root under b square minus 4ac by 2a. This formula is called Sridharacharya formula for quadratic equation. So we will derive this formula in the coming videos. So this is the formula for root of quadratic equation. Now this formula indicates there are two roots for quadratic equation. One root is minus b plus root under b square minus 4ac by 2a, and the other root is minus b minus root under b square minus 4ac by 2a. So we can say that each quadratic equation has two roots. So let us call one root as alpha and the other root as beta. Let us call one root as alpha and the other root is beta. Now what will be the nature of these roots? What will be the nature of these roots? So that depends on this value. That depends on this value. Because this a is always real, this b is always real. So what will be the nature of this root? Whether it will be imaginary or real, it depends on this value. If this value is positive, then obviously it will be real number. Square root of positive number is real number. But if this value is negative, then square root of negative number is imaginary number. So what will be the nature of these roots? That will depend on this value. Clear? So this value is called discriminant, and it is generally denoted by capital D. So discriminant is equal to b square minus 4ac. Value of this expression is called discriminant of this quadratic equation. So what is the formula for discriminant of quadratic equation? b square minus 4ac. And why it is called discriminant? Why it is called discriminant? Because it describes about the nature of roots, and that's why it is called discriminant of quadratic equation. It describes the nature of roots of quadratic equation without finding it. Without finding root, with the help of this you can describe the nature of quadratic equation, roots of quadratic equation. So how it describes the nature of quadratic equation? Now we are going to discuss those points. So let me rub this one to make this space. Now let us see how discriminant describes nature of quadratic equation. Look here. First case. Now if discriminant is positive, if discriminant is positive, then you can see there will be two value of alpha, two value of root. One root will be minus b plus root under, and this value is d by 2a, and the other root will be beta equal to minus b minus root d by 2a. Now if d is positive, of course this number will be a real number, because a square root of positive number is a real number. It is a real number. So if d is positive, this value is positive, this whole value will be a real number. B is already a real number, A is already a real number, and the operation between real number will give a real number. So B is a real number, a square root of positive number is a real number, A is a real number, and the operations between real number gives real number. So we can say that alpha is a real number. Similarly here B is real number, square root of B is real number, A is also a real number, so this whole value will be a real number. So in this case, if discriminant is positive, if discriminant of any quadratic is positive, then we can say that both roots are real, and we will get two value of roots. This value and this will be different. Here it is minus b plus root d, and here it is minus b minus root d. So these two values will be different. So what are the nature of roots? First, roots are real. In this case, roots will be real. And second, roots are different. Roots are different. Here, have you got? When discriminant of any quadratic is positive, then what will be the nature of the roots? First, roots are real, both roots will be real, clear? And the second, roots are different. This value of alpha and the value of beta, these two roots will be different real number. Now, second case. Now, if d equal to 0, suppose discriminant of any quadratic equation is 0, then now you can see alpha is what? It is minus b plus root d by 2a, and beta is minus b minus root d by 2a. We have represented one root by alpha and the other root by the symbol beta. Alpha and beta are general symbol for the roots. So if discriminant is 0, so this term will be 0. So its value will be minus b plus 0 by 2a. And what will be the value of beta? It is also minus b minus 0 by 2a. So its value will be minus b by 2a, and value of this root will be minus b by 2a. Now you can see b is a real number, a is a real number, so of course this value will be a real number. Operation between real number will give real number. So alpha is a real number, beta is also a real number, and you can see both roots are equal. Alpha is also minus b by 2a, beta is also minus b by 2a. So in this case, what are the nature of the roots? Roots are real. Both roots will be real, and the second, both roots are equal. You can see both roots are equal. So in this case, when discriminant is 0, clear, you will get two roots which are real and equal. Now let us see what will be the nature of the roots when discriminant is negative. So if discriminant is negative, then in this case alpha will be what? It will be minus b plus square root d by 2a, and the other root will be beta equal to minus b minus root d by 2a. Now if discriminant is negative, this value is negative, this value is negative, this one is negative, and we have written the definition of imaginary number. Which type of number is called imaginary number? Square root of negative number. Square root of negative number is called imaginary number. So if d is negative, it will be a square root of negative number. It is a square root of negative number, and a square root of negative number is called imaginary number. So this part will be real, a will be real, but this whole term will be imaginary. And the operation between real number and imaginary number will give an imaginary number. Okay, it is a real number, b is a real number. This whole square root of d will be an imaginary number, because square root of negative number is called imaginary number. So imaginary number, and this is real number divided by real number. So operation between real number and imaginary number will give imaginary number. So this whole number will be an imaginary number. And similarly, beta will be also an imaginary number. Why? Because minus b is a real number, minus, and this whole number will be, say this is negative number, d is negative, d is negative, so this whole number will be what? Imaginary number. Imaginary number. This whole number will be imaginary number. So imaginary number and plus minus real number and divided by real number. So this operation between real number and imaginary number will give an imaginary number. So beta is also imaginary. So it is also imaginary number, and this is also imaginary number. So what are the nature of the roots? What are the nature of the roots? So in this case, we can say that roots are imaginary. Roots are imaginary, that is not real, and both roots are different. Both roots are different. Clear? Of course, you will get two value of roots, alpha and beta will be different. Here it is minus b plus value, here minus b minus value. So of course these two values will be different. So what are the nature of the roots? Roots are imaginary, and both roots are different. So these are the topic that we have to discuss in the syllabus. Clear? So this is all about the discriminant and nature of roots. Now let us see some question. Now, question is, without solving comment upon the nature of roots of each of the following. So the first question is 7x square minus 9x plus 2 equal to 0. This is a quadratic equation. Now without finding roots of this quadratic equation, we have to comment upon the nature of roots. So with the help of discriminant, we can comment upon the nature of roots. So here a is what? 7, coefficient of x square is called a. Now b is minus 9, coefficient of x is called b. and the constant term is called c. So c is 2. Now what is the value of discriminant? b square minus 4ac. So minus 9 whole square minus 4a is 7 and c is 2. So 81 minus, and it is 56. So difference will be 5, and then 7 minus 5, that is 2, 25. So here discriminant is 25. Discriminant is 25, which is a positive number. Which is a positive, it is greater than 0. So roots are real and different. Real and different. Clear? We are not knowing what will be the value of roots. We are not knowing what are the values of the roots, but still we can comment on the nature of the roots. And what are the nature of the roots? Roots are real and different. Now, second question. Question number 2. 6x square minus 13x plus 4 equal to 0. Now here a is 6, b is minus 13 and c is 4. So value of discriminant will be b square minus 4ac, that is minus 13 square minus 4, a is 6 and c is 4. So 13 square is 169 minus, and it is 16 6 ja, or 24 4 ja, so it will be 96. Now so it is 3 and 7, 73, which is a positive number. So again roots are real and different. Now let us consider third equation. Third equation. Third, 25x square minus 10x plus 1 equal to 0. Here a is 25, b is minus 10 and c is 1. So discriminant will be b square minus 4ac, that is minus 10 whole square minus 4, a is 25 and c is 1. So it will be 100 minus 100, that is 0. So discriminant is 0. So in this case, what are the nature of the roots? Roots are real and equal. It means you will get two value of roots. Clear? You will get two roots and both roots will be equal. Now next. Now question number, let us take this question. Fourth, x square plus 2 root 3 into x minus 9 equal to 0. Now here a is 1, b is 2 root 3 and c is minus 9. So discriminant is b square minus 4ac. So 2 root 3 whole square minus 4, a is 1, c is minus 9. So it will be 2 square 4, 4 3 is 12 and plus 36. So it is 48, which is a positive number. So roots are real and different. Roots are real and different. Now let us take one more example. Fifth, x square minus ax minus b square equal to 0. So here a is, so here already in the question a, b are used. So for coefficient of x square we are using the letter capital A. So capital A is 1, capital B is minus a and capital C is minus b square. So generally for the coefficient of x square small a is used, for coefficient of x small b is used, and for constant of small c is used. But since in the question already coefficients are denoted by small a and small b, so that's why For coefficient of x square we are using the letter capital A, for coefficient of x we are using the letter capital B, and for constant term we are using the letter capital C. Now what is the value of discriminant? It is b square minus 4ac. So b is minus a whole square, minus 4a is 1, and c is minus b square. So it will be a square and minus plus 4b square. Clear? Here in the question it is not given that a and b are real number. It is by default it is real number. A and b both are real number. If nothing is said, that it means by default and these are real numbers. So a is a real number. And what is the characteristic of real number? Square of real number is always positive number. This is an important property of real number. Square of real number is always positive. Square of real number is always positive. So a is a real number, so its square will be a positive number. So this is a positive number, this is a positive number. We are not knowing what is the value of a square, but that value will be positive, that we are clear. Now b square is also, b is a real number, so its square will be a positive number, so it is also a positive number, and the sum of two positive number will be a positive number. Sum of two positive number will be a positive number. It means discriminant is greater than 0, therefore roots are real and different. Now let us solve one more question, and then we will end up this part. 6 2x square plus 8x plus 9 equal to 0. Here a is what? 2, b is 8, and c is 9. So discriminant will be b square minus 4ac. So 8 square minus 4, a is 2 and c is 9. So 8 square is 64 minus, and it is 72. Now, so this will be minus 8. Clear? And it is a negative number, so roots are imaginary and different. So this is the concept of discriminant. Now in the next part we will solve some more question based on discriminant.